Welcome to Norfolk Perspectives. I'm Bob Batcher, and Councilman Paul Riddick is on the sofa. How's it going?
It's great, Bob. Always great to be here with you.
You know, I gotta stop before we do anything and say I am so glad you're here because you're just about a week out of Lake Taylor.
Yes.
What'd you do to yourself to get there?
Had a knee revision. Yes.
A revision?
Yes, it's a knee that I had done previously. We had to go back and rework it.
Okay, I got one more question.
Yes.
What'd you do with the rest of Councilman Riddick?
I left him there. Yeah, I'm thinking about going back in the ring.
You're gonna, yeah, because we were talking about getting you dancing by the end of the session.
That's right.
Segment, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
You're looking great.
Thank you.
And thank you. Okay,
Thank you.
And you really are the star of the segment because a couple of years ago you had this idea.
Right. Church Street, which was one of the most vibrant areas up Norfolk, had been sitting dormant for a while. So last year we had Gary U.S. Bonds and we had the sound of Church Street. This year, with gospel music being as explosive as it is, we decided to put an emphasis on gospel music. And I have two of my favorites here with me who are the future of gospel music and the future of the city of Norfolk.
And you know what? That's what I've been hearing. We got Asia Simone.
Yes.
How you doing? Host of 88.1 WHRO-TV. I got that right?
Yes, you
Gospel
have that
Express.
right.
How do you introduce your show?
You're listening to the Gospel Express on 88.1 WHRO-TV.
Now I know why you should make his fan. And Reverend Primus Page, First Baptist Church, Lambert's Point. How do you start your service?
Everybody lift your hands in worship.
Both of you guys are from Norfolk.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's probably one of the reasons he thought of you, right? So let me ask you, what was your first image of Church Street? What do you remember from Church Street growing up then?
I remember seeing the Addicts Theater and wishing that I could go see a movie or some event in there because it looked like a great part of history and something exciting to go to.
But it was missing a roof, I think, wasn't it?
I wasn't around when it was missing a roof.
Okay, so it was coming back.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, how about you, Reverend?
Me, it was probably majority of the churches that surrounded the Church Street area. Garden of Prayer, House of Prayer, those places, they were always a area that I rode past, and then the Addicts Theater as well was there. And I got to see it when it wasn't together, and I got to see it when it came together.
Yeah, they're beautiful, beautiful
Yes,
churches.
it is.
I mean, architecturally, but also congregations.
Absolutely.
The impact they're having in our community is just tremendous.
Absolutely.
How about your first recollection?
Oh, as a youngster,
You were just a little tyke, right?
Yeah, I remember the Addicts Theater when Duke Ellington and all the stars who used to come through traveling, performing. After they stopped coming to Norfolk as much, the Addicts became a movie theater known as the Booker T. And this is what I remember, you know, back in the 50s and early 60s.
So a couple of dates in that building?
Yeah, just a couple.
And no follow-up questions on that one.
Right.
Okay, so what do we have planned then for the date, the big party?
Yeah, on August the 23rd, beginning at 3 p.m., it's a Sunday, we're going to have some of the best gospel music that we have in the area. We have Primus Page, we have Asia Simone. We also have the St. Mary's Gospel Choir, Garden of Prayer, the United House of Prayer, Gethsemane Community Fellowship. We have about 12 gospel acts.
Cool, so it really is bringing the community out to the street.
It is. And it's a wonderful, it's at the corner of Church Street and Virginia Beach Boulevard. And it's free and open to the public.
Cool. Yeah. Councilman, you know, people want to remember when, but you're really kind of taking it the next step and really kind of coming up with a new dream for the future.
This is what we need to do. You know, we have so many areas that are underserved, and this is our effort to be inclusive. And I just can't not look at these two here. I mean, look at how young and youthful they are, and this is our future.
Yep.
And this is why they're here.
So what are you hoping to pull off on that day?
Around this time of year, a lot of parents and children are getting ready to go back to school, and it's a lot of the hustle and bustle of getting back into the regular life is going on. And I just want to inspire people, you know, inspire them and let them know that, hey, there is hope, and that in all generations as well, We're going to do a little something for our seniors. We're going to do a little something for the young people, just so making sure that everybody gets to be a part of the celebration. And even though they're getting ready to get back into school, into recreation, and getting back into working, and college students getting back into college, you know, it's time for us to celebrate and get empowered before we go out there and tackle these things.
Yeah, because so often we kind of can point a finger to the problems, right, rather than really focusing on the solution.
Right.
Okay, so they're giving you, now you're going to be on MC for
Yes.
part of the time, right? So everybody's kind of giving you the scripts of what you're supposed to say?
Yeah, somewhat. I know for sure. Doc Christian, he's my co-host on the Gospel Express. He's going to be there as well. But it's going to be similar to what we do on the radio. It's just going to be more interactions with people and having a celebration on what Church Street means to Norfolk.
Cool. What's really, I mean, I'm sitting here thinking, you know, we haven't told anybody this, but I'm going to tell you for the first time. The employees are going to do a talent show
Okay.
next spring.
Okay.
We're having it at the Addicts Theater.
That's great.
Cool.
You know, and the Addicts has really become
A focal point.
a focal point
Yeah.
for a lot of.
Right. Yeah.
So
That's great.
So what do you, I mean, this is going where you wanted to go?
Right. Just want to let everybody know it's August 23rd, a Sunday, beginning at 3 p.m., free and open to the public at Church Street and Virginia Beach Boulevard, and it's the Church Street Gospel Explosion.
So if they're driving down Church Street,
Just
3
pull
o'clock
over.
that day, they're just pull over.
Yes, pull over.
Yeah, should we tell her turn the radio off and pull over? That is so cool.
Yeah.
So what do you have up your sleeve for next year then, huh?
It's hard to say. It's hard to say. It's just gospel this year. We had the Church Street sound last year. We're open for suggestions. I'll put it to you that way.
Okay, because
Yeah.
that's really what this is about, is
Right.
building community.
Right.
Right.
So
Right.
you had commented in pre-talk that now is the time to really kind of come together in celebration. What is your dream on that? How do you?
I mean, it's easy for us to, you know, like you said, point to all of the problems, but to come together and decide that we're going to be happy, we're going to celebrate, and we're going to do it together. And in this focal point, and saying on Church Street that we're going to have some church.
There you go.
That's an awesome experience. And I want to thank Councilman Riddick for, you know, thinking of us
Right.
to be a part of this. But I think that the vision is bigger. You know, it's a part of bringing people together and saying that we won't be sad, we won't be depressed, we won't point fingers, but we will be excited about being us together.
Right.
You know.
Good. Well, you know what? I'm glad we decided to end on that rather than how I was going to end it. So we're out of time. I can't ask you to dance.
All right.
Next year?
Next year.
Next year.
Okay. Looking forward to the
Okay.
celebration on
All
Church
right.
Street.
Thank
Thanks
you
a
so
lot.
much. Thanks, Bob.
Okay. When we come back, we got a special guest who's going to be bringing some senators to town. Stay tuned.